this video, we're going to show the fair value gaps, or what's better known as imbalances, from Chart Prime's Market Dynamics Pro indicator. So Chart Prime has done a really excellent job with the imbalance feature within their indicator. And I've tried a lot of different ones, but this one has a very accurate feel on showing you the imbalances that are still in play, as well as imbalances that are partially filled. And I'm going to show exactly how it works and how to set it up to where it looks like the way that I'm using it right now. So let's get into it. Obviously, to get Chart Prime, you have to have the subscription to Chart Prime to have access to the invite-only scripts. If you don't have that subscription, I'm going to put a link in the chat or in the description to where you can see and be able to access Chart Prime. Now, what you would do once you subscribe is you would go and you would choose the Market Dynamics Pro. I already have it up here, and I'm going to show how I set it up. So with fair value gaps, obviously, when you first open up Market Dynamics, it's not going to be enabled. It's going to show market structure and the pattern detection. So you want to take that off, and I'm going to actually show you exactly what it looks like when you first put it on there. So after you reconfigure the Market Dynamics Pro, you would select fair value gaps. The default setting is 4. I like to use 10. Time frame being the chart. You can choose to do higher time frame imbalances, which work pretty well if you're doing a multi-time frame type of strategy. A very good feature that Chart Prime has. The threshold, which is just like the sensitivity level of the fair value gaps, what's determined, how much gap it has to be for it to determine a fair value gap. And the extension, and I usually just leave that at default. The balance volume is very important. Shows you, gives you an estimate. Nothing's perfect, but it gives you an estimate of what's at play with the imbalances as far as the volume size. And having that volume is very important to understand just how strong of a move may happen, say that volume gets balanced out in the imbalanced territory. So to kind of show you how to set it up from scratch, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. We're going to go back Market Dynamics Pro. It's not going to show the way it just showed up for me. I'm going to have to get that set up. So what you would do is you would go and take off the colored candles, enable fair value gaps. You can leave it at the default of 4. I usually use 8 or 10. We'll just go with 8 for this one. I'll do a 3 threshold, and then I add the balance volume. As you get lower here, you're going to have to take off the point of control level, as well as the chart patterns. Once you've done that, you can hit OK, and now it looks like exactly what I had, minus a few order blocks, because the first time I had the order blocks at 10, and I put it down to 8 to show less order blocks, just to make things simple. So one thing to notice is that you see the coloring of the order blocks. So when the order blocks start to get filled, it starts to get shaded out, just like that. Or as you see up here, you have this gray area where price is previously shaded in that order block. If I zoom in on here, you can see it pretty well, where price came in. It created the order block, it came in. This line here is the 50% line. So it came in and rejected off of that 50% to continue the move upwards. But order blocks or imbalances are very key when it comes to identifying just high volume or highly volatile price areas. Those are the areas where if you can identify it correctly and place your trades accordingly, you wouldn't have to sit in the market for a very long time, because the market will react off of those levels. And that's why I like using imbalances, because Chart Prime It's done a great job with showing them, and it makes it easier to identify them. So if your eyes are not trained to spot imbalances without an indicator, even if it is, it just saves you like what I like to call brain processing time. So even if you can spot imbalances, if you're able to not have to think about it a little bit, you could save your time for or your energy for executing trades and managing the risk of those trades. So this is how you use the fair value gaps or the imbalances within Chart Prime. If you don't have Chart Prime, this is just one of probably about 70 features Chart Prime has in their premium subscription. And just off of this one, you can create multiple strategies to follow. So if you don't have Chart Prime, definitely get it. I'll put a link in the description. Go down to that description, click on it, you'll get access to it. And I'll see you at the next video.